I'm actually really glad that I decided to vlog a little bit from the car. What the fuck? Guys, I'm about to walk into this doctor's office. Is it my bleached hair or my gray hairs that are just looking lovely right now? Oh my God. And here I was like, oh, I'm being a proper 35-year-old by twisting and clipping my hair. What the fuck? Like, honestly, they're redoing the sidewalk in like several places down my street. And the guys that were working on it were looking at me weird. And that could have been for any number of reasons. Oh no. Oh no. My hair was probably it. I don't have anything to like dilute it. I don't have any sunglasses. I don't have any regular glasses because the only ones that I could find are the pair that are currently bugging my ears. Of course my fucking hair is gonna look like that because I took the time this morning to put on makeup. Listen, I've been rewatching Markiplier's Phasmophobia playlist, and so because of that, I was doing that while doing my makeup instead of filming it. Sorry, I thought somebody was gonna pull in beside me and they didn't. I left my house like way early. I have like 45 minutes until my appointment. I couldn't figure out where it was. I literally couldn't figure out where it was. And then as I'm driving towards it, like my GPS, I put it in, it was like 3 minutes from your house. I was like, it didn't say that, but it said it on the screen. And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm driving towards this and I'm like, what the hell is this thing talking about? I drive past that all the time. I ride in the car past that all the time. I've never seen a medical building. It's here. I just disassociate a lot being a passenger princess, and then when I'm driving, I never have a reason to look over this way. I can't do my hair. Oh my God. You're causing me to panic. Panic. I just washed it. Why does it look like I didn't? Why does it look like I didn't just wash it? Listen, I have to part my hair on the side because the top of my hair is so thin that it's a comb over, basically. Basically, it's a fucking comb over for me. I'm also feeling like slightly delusional. Did I move my part at all? When I did that, did I move my part at all? I don't think that I did. Anyways, I'm also feeling slightly delusional because I barely got any sleep. Well, I got like 5 hours. Barely. I got like 5 hours, but I did the thing where I almost said can't and couldn't at the same time. I tried to. I couldn't fall asleep because I knew that I had to get up early. I had my alarm set for 8, and I don't think I fell asleep until like 3. Yeah, 5 hours. That checks out. I'm having a hot flash. Guys, I'm panicking. I'm panic sizing, I think. We're at the sleep doctor because my oxygen, like the supplemental oxygen that they gave me. Sorry, I just realized this business right here was going out of business. Well, shit! Oh, there's parking enforcement. Fuck you. Anyway, the reason that I'm here is because my supplementary oxygen is just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. So my lung doctor wants to see if I have sleep apnea. They want to see if I have sleep apnea. So they sent me to talk to this sleep lab doctor. I'm at a sleep center, and I guess they're going to tell me if they think that I actually need to do one or not. There's a giant grasshopper. Oh my God, can you see it? Is it a grasshopper or is it a walking leaf? You know, like a leaf bug? You know, like how they're stick bugs? Can you see it? Probably not. This person in this big ass diesel truck just backed in beside me. Backed in. who are you trying to impress? It was a woman. Who are you, ma'am, who are you trying to impress? Me? Because I'm fucking impressed. I'm also terrified. I can't tell if I parked like an asshole or if the person who parked in the space, not next to me, but next to that, parked like an asshole, because the person that parked right beside me had to park really close to me. There was like hardly, when they started pulling in, I was like, certainly they're not going to try to park there. There's like barely any space. And they did. And then this person beside me backed in. I'm intimidated by you. You're scared. I bet you knew how to use a Cricut the first time you plugged that shit in. I bet you have an immaculate Pinterest board. I bet you they fear your ass on the PTA. Oh my God. She probably woke up at 5 a.m. this morning and fed her fucking cows, and now she's at her doctor's appointment. I'm scared. I've actually probably never been safer. Okay, bitch, that appointment went nothing like I thought that it would. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was questioning a little bit why I was even there. Because, like, here's the thing, I don't snore, or, like, do, like, any of the stereotypical things that people with sleep apnea do, other than, like, have headaches and memory loss and trouble sleeping and like daytime sleepiness and stuff like that, but I like don't snore or anything like that. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, this is goofy, but I'm here to appease my lung doc. And then I got to talking to the nurse, and she was like, well, you probably have, I think it was called central sleep apnea, which is where like your brain doesn't remember to breathe. So the doctor comes in and she's talking to me, and I'm just talking to her about my symptoms. I'm telling her everything. I'm telling her how, like, my lung doctor prescribed me supplementary oxygen, and I was telling her like how much I'm on and all this stuff, and how like I don't really feel like it's helping anymore, and I'm not really sure how much it was helping and all this stuff. And she's like taking notes. She's scribbling lots of shit on a pad, and she's typing lots of things on a computer. And she looks at me, she's like, I'm going to ask you to open your mouth. I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to open your mouth and stick out your tongue. So I open my mouth and I stick out my tongue, and she looks down my throat, and then she's like, say ah. And I went, ah. And she sat down and she's like, I am a visual learner, so I'm going to show you this chart. Now on this chart, there's 4 levels of, like, for lack of better words, obstruction in your mouth / throat. 1 through 4, mind you, 1 through 4. Mine is a 3. My tongue, for lack of better fucking wording, because I'm not a doctor, is basically covering my esophagus. She also explained to me that the reason that my oxygen most likely isn't helping is because my shit is collapsing in my sleep, and so the oxygen is kind of just getting stuck, and it's not properly getting down, for lack of better words, my throat. And she also said what is most likely causing my migraines, because we've had this discussion before. My GP, my psychiatrist, my lung doctor, it's not normal for people to develop migraines later in life. Not saying that being, 3 weeks from being 35 is old, but most people, when they develop migraines, they do it at a young age. It's not normal. She said that that is most likely from a buildup of CO2. Don't quote me, I think it was CO2 in the brain. She said it makes the brain very unhappy. And she looked at me, she said, I cannot 100% tell you without a sleep study that you have sleep apnea. But I can tell you right now, by your anatomy and the things that you have told me, The reason I believe you're having trouble sleeping is that your body is going to do everything that it can to prevent you from falling asleep because it's convinced it's going to die. So I'm scheduled for a sleep study. Unfortunately, they can't get me in until December 4th, but I had them put me on the cancellation list with it's July 23rd? Yeah, July 23rd. If they're scheduled out so far as into December, I'm going to guess if there's any cancellations, somebody's going to snatch that shit right up. Like, that's over 4 months away. That's over 4 months away. So I'm going to guess if there's any cancellation, somebody's going to snatch that shit up. But I did put myself on the cancellation list, so maybe I can get in a little sooner than that, because I'm not going to lie, that's scary. That's scary. And she was like, I just want to show you like some pictures. Like, she showed me the sleep study room. She's like, oh, you'll have all the accommodations. Like, don't worry, we've got a fan in there for you. There's a TV if you need a TV to watch. Like, you'll be able to eat. Like, I have to show up at 8:15, and then bedtime is 10 p.m. And then they're gonna let me go. I think it was like 6 or 6:30 in the morning. She's like, if you don't sleep at all, that's fine. That still gives us enough information. If you lay there and you try to fall asleep and you can't, that still gives us enough information. She's like, it looks like a regular bedroom. She's like, but nobody's going to be messing with you. Nobody's going to be in the room while you're sleeping. And then she showed me like pictures of the room where all of the different people that are doing, like, working the study are. And she showed me pictures of the full staff. And I was like, I appreciate all this, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm comfortable. Like, I think that because you're vulnerable when you're asleep. You're vulnerable when you're asleep. But I was like, I trust what's happening. You know, I can't remember how I worded it, but I was like, I'm cool. I'm Gucci. And but she showed me like pictures of all the techs that would be watching my monitors while I'm sleeping. And she's like, you're going to have all the accommodations of home. Like, you're going to have a TV, you can have a fan, you can have like noise machines, like whatever you need to fall asleep. But I'm going to tell you right now. And she shows me this picture of this guy, and he's just covered in wires. And she's like, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have plugs and wires all over you. So I don't think the environment is going to be what causes you to not be able to sleep. But I will tell you what most people cannot stand is that they have shit plugged all over them. It's fine. It's fine. If I need to do it to be able to get the proper equipment, to be able to sleep, I'll do it. But when I tell you, bitch, I was not expecting that. I was not on the list of shit that I was expecting to hear. Okay, guys, there's a huge Sims 4 update. And I'm not that excited about it, even though I have seen nothing but good things about it. Even people that heavily criticize Sims constantly are loving it. My whole thing is like, every time there's a damn update, all of my mods break, and it's just such a pain in the ass. Maybe this is like a sign. Maybe this is a sign that I need to go through my mods folder and like update shit. Maybe that's what it is. Oh my god, I guess they weren't lying when they said that it was really big. Usually updates on here take like less than a minute. Oh my god. Maybe this is a sign that I need to go through and clean out my mods. Update shit, blah, 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 blah. Love Struck is supposed to come out in 2 days, and I gotta tell you guys, I'm not really sure if I want to, like, run to get it. I thought that maybe I would get it on launch day. I'm not sure. I'm not really that impressed by anything about it. I watched probably like 5 different YouTube channels that had early access to it play for hours at a time, and I honestly feel like the features of the pack are just going to make the game more stressful. I don't care about things like online dating and stuff like that. You can get a mod if you really want to do that. And I feel like the relationship shit is just going to complicate the game. So I'm not really sure what I want. I do want the cast and the build and buy stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not excited about it. Jesus, look at that download time. 9 hours. Alright, I still have all of my lipsticks, my skin overlays, my eyebrows, MC Command Center. This script thing that I need to run several of my mods. I'm restarting. This shit's driving me nuts. Oh my god, that's more like it. At one point it said it was going to take like 36 hours. You can suck the fast part of my butt. I can't get MC Command Center to work, and that's like my favorite mod. If I play with nothing else, I have to have MC Command Center, and it's not working. This is why every time there's an update, I don't touch the game for like a month. Well, not exactly a month, like 2 weeks or whatever. I was going to apologize for how dark it is, even though there's 2 lamps on this room, but I'm not going to, because I tried to take a nap, and I'm pretty sure that my eyebrows are traveling across my face, and I'm not brave enough to look in the mirror. And do I think that my husband or my kids would tell me if they were? No. Secretly, I think they're my biggest haters. That, or they're just used to me looking messy, so they don't think anything of it when they see me with like makeup just smeared all over me. Probably the second one. That was a joke for anyone that wants to be like, I bet your husband and kids do hate him. Anyways, one thing about me, bitch, is that I love space. I love space all the time, but a lot more whenever I have PMS. And one of my favorite things to do is watch what I would like call like a space thirst trap. I love me a good equivalent of a space thirst trap. I love nebulae or nebulae or nebulas, whatever you want to call it. They're supernova stars, you know, like when a star explodes and they're created from the dust of that. And some of them are where stars are born. But I'm obsessed with watching videos and looking at pictures of like nebula and crying because they're so beautiful, and we're so tiny and little and insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but so significant at the same time. Anyways, my newest obsession is the Heart Nebula. How did staring at that make you feel? Because it makes me feel puny and amazing at the same time. That's going to happen to our sun one day. Because you know our sun's a giant star. It's going to happen to our sun one day, billions of years from now. We're not going to get to see it. They think the next supernova is going to be, that we know of, is going to be Betelgeuse. I need to shut the fuck up. I have not played Cult of the Lamb in so long because it froze when I tried to have a feast. Look how cute! Oh, you're cute. I've been having a hard time stomaching the fact that I lost all of my progress from however long. I don't even know. And I can't save. You see the save? The save, it's not a thing. But you know what? The only way to get through it is to go through it, so we may as well just fucking, like, do it. I'm gonna have to crash it, though, because, like, this is all that happens. It's froze. You ever seen such shit? When I tell you that this shit did not start happening until they started patching the game and, like, adding updates and stuff like that. So we just have to fucking crash the game. We just have to crash. What do you mean? Am I a gamer? Yeah, I'm a fucking gamer. Oh my god, this pains me. This pains me. Damn it. Alright, now we're gonna find out how much of my shit I lost. To be honest, I haven't played in so long that I kind of am forgetting. The Cult of Your Mom. When I played it on my PC, it was your mom's ass. God, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, but I have to find out, and I do want to know. Bitch, you better load. We've been stuck on a loading screen. What are you doing? Yeah, I haven't been able to play it in so long because I've been so mad that I forget all the progress that I lost. It's fine. You're such little good Satan creatures running the garden for me. Actually, I don't think I lost that much progress because I think I was having a feast because they're starting to get hungry and I didn't have any crops to make them food. So maybe I didn't. I don't know. At this point, I fucking forget. Look, it's a little orange cat. See, I didn't have him before. He wasn't available before. Look, I'm giving my cult members the respect your elders trait. I only slightly believe that. I'm a sham! I'm going to butter them up with a feast, and then I'm going to poison them with magic mushrooms so they don't get pissed off at me while I'm running around killing things and gathering supplies, because they do. They do. They start to lose faith in you, and it's just not fucking fair. This is so useful. This is so, as bad as it is, it's so useful because you can, they stay brainwashed for 2 days so that you can go out and do whatever you need to do and they don't lose any faith. But they can get like violently ill when they're coming down. Anyways, that was a lot to take in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I love my hair. I'm getting ready to get in the shower. Don't bring it. Bye.